Hello? Hello? Um, Sorry guys. Um, Hello, hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? It's not the usual. I don't know what's going on. You can hear me. Fabulous. Fabulous. I have been having a time. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Um, Let me back up. Oh, okay. Hello, everyone. Hello, Missy and Tilda, Patricia, Susan, Jane, Christine, Catherine, Debbie. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. I've been having a time. And my sound down here, you guys have no idea. I have Okay, before I even get started, I am having major trouble with my camcorder. My camcorder and my computer are fighting. I have been with a computer geek this last week, and there it goes already. As you can see, my video freezes. It just freezes in the middle of anything that I do, and it doesn't take very long. Obviously, you see that it is completely frozen. I have been working with somebody trying to get this fixed. It has not worked so far. We've tried everything. I've spent hours and hours and hours trying to get this fixed and have tried everything. I had the computer guy looking, and hello, Vicky and Mrs. Gigi, looking at everything, reinstalling stuff, uninstalling stuff, reinstalling it, updating drivers and installing new stuff and making sure the keys were the right keys. I don't know what that means, but anyway, trying to do everything. Hello, Vicky. So let me come right back and get this video part fixed. So I am back. Um, and hello, Jersey Crafter. So it is a problem. We couldn't get it fixed. We could not get the camera, and it's just getting worse and worse. It wasn't this bad a few months ago. It's just getting worse. I have no idea why it's just getting worse. I do have a camera coming. It should get here in a few days. Hi, Candace. But until then, I really can't do any videos. I'm trying to do videos, and things are happening that shouldn't be happening. So I'm very frustrated and very aggravated. So what I have been doing um, is I have been making some books. Here's one of them that I've made. It is it's a junk journal. It is a junk journal. And I have been saving papers for years to do something like this with. I like paper. I like coming across special things, and I will put things aside when I come across something that I really like to put in a book. All right. Um, and this is the book that I have planned, that I have been saving stuff for forever. It's a monster. Let me get it out here. It's really heavy. It's really heavy. It's this. This is a box. Someone gave this to me. I'm not sure what company sends these boxes, but I absolutely loved it. It had tape everywhere, and I did try to take the tape off of it, and now it's sticky in places. So I'm going to have to put stuff in the sticky parts. Um, but here are some of the things that I have been saving to make this book out of. Maps, bags, music sheets. Here's a Starbucks bag. I love that the graphics there. Pages from coloring books and magazines and kids activity books. Chick-fil-A. Um, the video that I posted yesterday had no sound to it. Like I said, I'm having issues with my recordings, with my webcam and my computer, and so you couldn't hear anything that I had to say. I will go through that again. Here's another placemat, envelopes, junk mail that I thought was really cool, just a bunch of different things. When I come across something that's large, wrapping paper, maps, I love maps, I do put it aside for this book. And as you can tell, I've got menus in here and all kinds of things. This is a piece of plastic that held flowers. My aunt gave that to me. Book pages and all kinds of things in here. I think I've got enough stuff. I was going through stuff. I have been going through stuff since I can't really do a lot of stuff with the computer recordings and such. I have been organizing all my junk, all my treasures. And so I've been putting stuff aside and together so that I can make things. So there's a bunch of stuff here, guys. There's a bunch of stuff. And I will be putting that together in this book. I'm going to sew this together. And so in sorting out some of that stuff, I came across some pages that were a little smaller. Hi, Linda. And so I thought, let me just get some of those smaller bits out, some of those pages, and make a junk journal with some of that, see how it will turn out. So these are bits and bobs that I wanted to save, that I like to look at, but wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do with them. And so I just made pages of a book. This is kind of finished. I don't think that I will be putting a whole lot. This came from England. She sent a few of them. Yvonne sent a few of them, and I just loved them. And I'm finally getting them used up. Um, so it is different kinds of paper. This is a book cover, plastic that I used underneath paint so I could spray paint. Magazine pages, flyers for travel, points of interest. little bits and, you know, all these kinds of stuff that I liked. Another book cover, and I'm thinking that I need to glue down the edges here so that it has a little pocket. This is a birthday card. I love the chickens. And so here's a sunflower seed bag, a bunch of stuff, a bunch of things that have a little bit of interest to make the pages, calendar, images. This was a printout that I was having trouble with my printer and it wasn't printing out correctly, but I think it was cool. Um, and so yeah. Um, so this one, it's got envelopes in it so that you can put things in and all that kind of stuff. Hey, Michelle. Um, and I wanted very interesting pages so that I really didn't have to add anything. This has been very relaxing for me. Just Cheetos bag. Um, just to add things, doilies, menus, things that I found interesting, just to put them together and then have the project be finished. I don't have to worry about filling up the pages because they're interesting on their own. And that's what I have been relaxing with between my frustrations of video camera thing. And I ordered one online, the camera I ordered online. Um, and I think I got the right one, the one that I wanted, but it doesn't say in my confirmation exactly what's coming. It just gives a description of what it is. It doesn't give the item and what it's coming. So I'm like, the picture is different than what I wanted. So I'm freaking out a little bit. I don't do well buying things online. Am I still here? All right. So this is the kind of thing that I want to do and have been doing. Um, and it's just a junk journal kind of book. It's it's really junk that I've put together to make a book. Hi, Joey. And it is it's finished. It's finished. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to put few books. I want to keep going. I just wanted to put books together because I find that relaxing. And so that's why I've picked interesting things for pages so I don't feel like I don't have to fill up the book now. So this is a finished project. It's one of those projects that were on my inventory list and I can mark this one off. Um, Talking about junk journals, I have another junk journal somewhere. Where did I do with it? Here it is. Here it is. This is a junk journal done in the traditional junk journal way. And I find that it's too distracting for me. Hi, Christy. I find it's too distracting. When you get your junk mail together and it's got, or your paint chips or whatever, it's got a lot of stuff. It's overwhelming for me to work on pages that are like this. I tried to do that with this book, and I'm not totally thrilled with this book. Um, Number one, yes, I do have videos showing the progress and working in this. I have not posted those videos yet. I'm going to post them all at the same time when I get it finished. It's almost done. I'm writing in it now, and I've been writing for a few months. I haven't had a chance to really work in this very much. I am going to write in it. I am going to then sew it all together, and then I'm going to add journaling cards and such to it. But the thing about this one is I used junk mail and things. I have the need to cover all that stuff. And the pages get a little busy for me. I don't necessarily want all this busyness. So I am going forward making journals that I don't necessarily have to cover the entire page, that I can just add a little bit to and just enjoy. So these videos, I'm not sure exactly how many there are. I have been working on this for over a year, I believe. And like I said, it is almost finished. It really is almost finished. I have just a few more steps left to do, and I will be doing a flip through of the whole thing when it gets done. Um, and I've got a lot of writing that I want to put in here. I'm like looking at it. I haven't looked at it in a few months. But that's why I decided that I don't necessarily want to use junk mail anymore, and I am getting rid of my junk mail to do these kinds of books. I don't want to do that anymore. I want more, mm, not interesting pages, but more pages that I can use as a background and add maybe just one or two little things to it and not have to feel like I need to cover the entire page, because those advertisements that you get are just overwhelming. They're so busy. They've got so much stuff on them. Um, I just really just don't like it. So that's where I am going. All right. So, in that, I wanted to do a little miniature book, kind of like this one. I want to do a miniature one. So, I wanted to take you through my process of collecting the pages and doing the cover. And really, what I want to do is just kind of relax and enjoy you guys and just make one or two books. So I did start out with I decided my number one step is to gather things that you will use for pages, and I wanted to do a small-ish one. Wasn't sure exactly how small I wanted, but I did grab a bunch of things that I thought might work. I saw the Yahtzee paper. It is just, from the pad, and I thought just that part, I think I'll make that into a page. So I cut this off. Okay. And I know, Missy, I said that I was going to show you how to measure your pages, and I forgot to do that. So I am going to include that in this one. Let me backtrack just a little bit. Yes, I did a video yesterday. It took me 3 hours to make the video yesterday. And when I finally did get the video to stop freezing and put up, there was no sound. Um, so, mm, mm, mm. What I had shown, and Susan, are you still here? Hey, Emma. Someone commented on one of my YouTube videos and said that this punch was on sale. It was available and that I should get it. Um, you know that I have this Rolodex. Hi Christoph. I got it at an antique mall. Really, really inexpensive. And I was trying to do the cards, but I was having a hard time cutting out the holes just right so that it would fit back on the Rolodex and move and be good and stay. I was having a really difficult time. So I was looking for a punch, and I have been looking for a punch for a long time. This punch is perfect. It is perfect. It works perfectly well. It is exactly the size that I need. You can see that. It lines up exactly right. The lines on either side are exactly what you need for this Rolodex. It's the exact size. The exact size. So any of you out there that are looking for a punch for the Rolodex, this is it. It is a Heidi swap. It is the Memory Dex hole punch. I don't know. Heidi Swap, I'm sure she did the punch exactly. I was looking for these punches online for the Rolodex, and they were $200+ if you could find them. So here is the UPC code. I am not sure if it's still on sale at the place that I got this. I did want to get it. Hi, Paper Kitty. Hi, Emma. It is just for Rolodex. It doesn't say that. I'm sure she's got um I'm sure she's got so her cards are are thicker. They're not quite the same size. I'm sure there's a what do you call it? Copyright. I'm sure she's not able to say Rolodex anything on her packaging. I bet that's a no-no. I bet she'd be stepping on all kinds of toes if she did such a thing. But I did want you all to know that it works perfectly. In fact, this card right here, I punched with it. I punched with it, and it fits on this perfectly. Absolutely no problems at all. So if you're looking for a punch, this is the one for you. I will do the video when I get my camera. I will do the video with all the numbers and all that stuff. iCAD. The front right says Memory Dex hole punch. There is not Rolodex anywhere on this packaging. I'm sure she's not able to say anything about Rolodex. Yeah, she uses the word Dex, but I'm sure she wasn't able to say it fits a Rolodex, people. It fits a Rolodex. I'm sure she couldn't say that. Um, but I just want you all to know that it does. It's perfect. It is exactly what we need. ICAD season is coming up, and I think that maybe, hi Becky, I will be, now that I don't have to worry about it, I will be working on Rolodex cards. These that I have all have plastic sleeves on them. I can take the cards out. It's kind of difficult, but they do come out. They get hung up at the holes here. They get all hung up. All right. So what I'm planning on doing is doing the paper. What else am I going to use these little pieces of paper for? I might as well, collage over them, and then I can repunch the holes with the punch. I don't know if I'm going to put them back in the sleeves or not. I haven't decided what I'm doing with that yet. But I think that's what I will be doing and I think I might do it. Hi, Elaine. I may be doing this for iCads. We'll see how I've got so much stuff that I am doing. I hate to put another something on my list. My Rolodex is on my inventory list of unfinished projects. So maybe that will be the something to get me going. Anyway, so that was the video that was there without sound and then disappeared because I was ready to kick the tree outside vigorously for hours. I was just having that kind of a day yesterday. It took me 3 hours to make the video and then found out that there was no sound on it. Oh, yes, yes. Do that for iCAD season. Anybody that's got a Rolodex, um, I would suggest, yeah, if that's on your list of things that you want to do, give me 1 second. I also had found this little mini one. Of course, I don't have a punch for it. I don't have a punch for it, but um, but this would be fun to do. Little minis, little mini ones. iCads are index card a day. You get Most people get a package of index cards, and you do a piece of art on the card every day for 2 months. It starts on June 1st and it goes to July 31st. Tell me, guys, who is the person that does it? No, the little ones are the holes are not the same. The holes are not the same. The little ones are smaller. Hi, Roesta. Okay, Daisy Yellow it's run by Daisy Yellow Art. iCads. All you need to do, tell me what you need to do to Google Daisy Yellow Art, or you could probably just Google iCAD, ICAD, and it will probably send you to the right place. if you want to do it. She gives you all the advice and what it is and all the suggestions and all that good stuff. All right. All righty. Hi. Hi, Norma. All right. So let's get back to making this book. Okay, so I decided that I wanted my pages to be this big. I'm going to make a little mini book. So this is Gallery. Is that what your name is? Gallery? Do we have a real name for you? You guys are silly. Okay, so this is mm, my pattern. My pattern. And I thought, if I'm getting game pieces out, I might as well get a piece of Monopoly. Purple Monopoly. It'll be a little tiny page, but it'll still be fun. There's my ants. Oh, and the other thing, I don't mind so much the little ants, but now I'm getting these huge black ants. Huge. I mean, they're huge. They're big. They're scary. Um, don't know what I'm going to do with that. But anyway. All right. So here's a page that is the right height. And I don't necessarily want all that on there. If I fold it in half, it's going to be too wide. But it is good. It is good that way. Maybe it is just a tad wide. I may have to trim it up just a little bit. Or maybe I should make that the page size. That's my fish bit book page size. And so I just go through the papers. Let me put these on the other side. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. And I'll put the rejects over there, the ones that I don't want to use. This is a request for benefit payment. Hey, River City. You had ants on your craft table and you thought of me. That's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. I am going to do a little tip out thing with this one. I have plenty of those kinds of things. And that is good. But I don't necessarily, you know what? I'm going to start ripping. I'm going to start ripping. I think ripping makes the edges of the paper more interesting. That's still too big. So we'll just rip off a little bit more. And put that in the basket for later. I don't want a bunch of those. Do I want scrapbook paper in here? Not sure. That's a piece of scrapbook paper. An envelope I think is too big. I don't know if I want to do that one. I don't think I want to do that one either. I do want to do one of these. I'm going to rip it. Am I still here? Am I frozen yet? And then fold it for a page. I think what I'm looking for is something on both sides. I don't really want a blank page. Not sure exactly why, but that's kind of what's going through my head right now is I don't want the pages to be really blank. I don't really like that straight edge now. I want there to be something interesting to look at. I think that's too narrow. I do want it to go up and down. I don't really like my pages to be sideways. I don't know what that is or what that says about me. If I can at all help it, I like to have my pages oriented right. And I do like book pages in my books. All right. Do we want some fancy paper? I don't think so. Do we want envelope? Not really. Painted papers would be good. So let me do one of those. And of course it is too wide. Another painted paper. Kind of like this one. Just kind of like the looks of it. All right. Don't necessarily want that one. I think I've got enough painted papers. That's a bit plain. Got some plain paper. And I thought I might stamp a little bit, but coffee dyed paper. And I did grab my coffee dyed papers down here and my Kool-Aid stained papers. Now that I'm looking at them, let me just take a peek. Ooh, I've got some little pages that might be kind of cool in there. I think I want to use a little bit of that one. So I made a book with these not too long ago. Any more that I want to use? I might have to make a little mini book out of these. I got the covers that I used in here as well. I think I'm just going to use that one of this one. And let me make a page. Tear that off. And put that back in here to use later. And then the coffee dyed ones. I have coffee dyed maps. That's interesting. That is a receipt. Guest check. Some envelopes. I was going to make a book out of this stuff, so I do want to be able to do that still. What else do I have in here? I have all kinds of tags that I coffee dyed and some large papers. Oh, and some smaller ones. Some of these must be left over from when I did my other book. These are all huge pieces. Let's see here. Kind of want to use this one. I'm just going to use one piece, I think, of the coffee dyed. And put the rest of those away. It smells like coffee. Okay, so let me rip this off. Like that. And should I use this one? It's a little too tall, so I will use it on something else. Here is a piece of tracing paper, which I think would be fun to use. Will it rip? Kind of. That's a nice edge. Thank you, Mrs. Gigi. And since I made 2 pages, I might as well use both pages. I'm just going to make pages first. And I think this is a piece of wrapping paper. It's very shiny. I don't think I can rip it. I think it's kind of made from plastic or something. Yeah, it doesn't rip. So let me just cut off a piece. And use that. Now I'm getting to have, here's my pile of pages, and it is getting pretty large. So I need to, and I love this. This is a piece of plastic. It's one of those scrapbook paper thingies. Bye, Paper Kitty. I really like it though. It's kind of cool. It's very interesting in books. So I am going to use a piece just because it's interesting. And I do have to be a little selective because I have a ton of pages. I'm going to use a doily, but that is just too big. And those are as well. Maybe this little tiny one right here would be all right. I don't know how long I've had these. They're all in plastic. I have probably never used these if I didn't know they were in plastic. These little ones. Little brown one. It's kind of bent. Kind of cool. All right. All right, moving along. Here's a piece of wax paper. It's pretty plain. I'd kind of want something on it. But I do like the texture, so I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. Just use a little bit of it. This is a part of an envelope, and I love the texture of this. Hi, Susan. But I don't like that it's all white. It needs a little something. I'm going to not do anything with that right now. Here is some more book pages, more painted papers. Do I want more painted papers? Maybe just a little bit. Thinking out loud here. Thinking out loud. And those have paint on them, so I'm saving those. I am going to put, that is a really cool book page. I think I want a little bit of that. Just a little bit. I can't have too many pages though. Here is a piece of calendar, and I really do like the way it looks. So I'm going to go for it. That's kind of interesting. All right, another book page. This one has an illustration on it. And I am thinking that that would be fun to have. All right, so that is plenty of book pages. Oh, here's another with illustration on it. How cool is that? I may be able to put that in a larger book, so I will wait. That's newspaper, more painted papers. I really don't think I need more painted papers. But then again, these are painted on both sides. How can I resist? Ooh, puzzle pages. I enjoy puzzle pages. Envelopes. I don't think these are all too big, so I'm not going to use those. I have one of those already. How many pages do I have? Guesstimating. I need to make my cover to find out how many pages I need. Here is a business card. A business card. It's too big, so I'm not going to put that. These are too plain, too plain, too plain. I had some printouts I thought would be cool, but the back side is too plain. More puzzle pages. Obviously, I was in the puzzle page mood. I am not going to do that right now. And that's plain on the other side, plain on the other side. It's a piece of map. Put that in there. Here is a sales order book. I love these. I do have a yellow one in here already, right? Yes, I do. It's plain on the other side, so let me use a yellow one again. This one's a different one, though. And it does need to be trimmed just a little bit. Yeah, I want something on both sides. I was noticing the book that I had finished, it's got some plain sides, and it's a little distracting to me. I wasn't really happy with it. This is a seek and find activity book for the kids, and it's got two sides. And so let me make a page from that because that's pretty fun. That is fun. I like that a lot. And maybe I should do that with the bottom part of it as well. All right. And here is a printout. And here's the other part of the game piece that I started with, and I might as well use that as a page too. All right. That's just too big. Let me put these to the side for just a second and work on the cover. I did get a piece of cardboard out. It's a thin piece of cardboard. It is not, hi Lynn, it's not Durina. It's not real thick, but for a book this size, you don't really need a big, thick cover. And this is my page, so I think I am going to mark it there. That is a thick spine. That's huge. I will be putting pages in this forever unless I want to go through that pile again and put a bunch more things in there. That's a ton of stuff. So maybe I need to make this just a little bit thinner. Just a little bit. I am going to cut off that much because that's ridiculous. I will be here forever sewing in pages. So let's do that again. That's marked for that one. And that's still pretty thick. That is about an inch. An inch. Go big. That's about an inch spine. I will have to find more papers because that's not going to fill an inch spine. But that's fine. We can find more papers. We can go through those again and get some more stuff out. It's not like I don't have enough paper that I need to use up, right, people? Are we right? I do have plenty. I have tons. I have more than I need. And that is absolutely perfect to reinforce the spine with. Isn't that funny? We reinforce the spine. We really don't need to. Not with something this small. I'm not going to. I am going to go ahead and let's make this the cover. That one's a little crooked. Let's see if I can fix that. Okay. So there's the cover. And I am going to cover the cover. I'm covering the cover in this fabulous Chinese newspaper. And I like this area right here. Right there. Right there. I like, there's a question mark in the middle of that. I love that. Of course, it's probably going to be right on my spine, so you won't be able to see it. So maybe I should put it to the side over here so I can see it. Anyway, that's what I am going to do. And the question mark is right there, so I need to put the book over here somewhere. I am, like I said, this is a small little mini book. We don't need it to be really, really strong. I am just going to use glue stick to glue the paper to the cover. This is newspaper. It's not very thick. It's not very strong. It's not going to take a lot of glue to make sure that this gets glued well. So that's all I need. I'm going to trim that up. Oops. Has to be a little bit bigger than that. And trim off my corners. I want to make sure that these corners have some glue on them. before I go any further. And do the sides first. Then the top and the bottom. So this is a real junk journal. If I'm using newspaper, I'm going to bend it while it's wet so it doesn't crack when it's dry. And let me do the inside. I don't like that piece. Let me bring this one back. Find another piece. Oh, that's kind of cool. Is that going to be big enough? Should be. This is kind of cool too. Rethinking. Really don't want this white. Really don't want the white. So cut that off. Trying to figure out which is up and which is down. I don't know if I like that white strip right there. I don't. I'm going to cut that off. And glue it in. Cover up the glue and let that dry while I get some more pages. All right. All right. Thank you, Tilda. I've got videos how I make covers, so. And the question mark is right there on the cover. It's on the back, though. It's on the back. Oh, well. Oh, well. Let me put that to the side. Where are the papers? We need to go through the papers again and get a bunch more papers because that's just not going to do it. I need a few more papers. A few more papers. Maybe one of these. Rejects over there. Maybe one of these. Because that's kind of cool looking. I don't want the white. Do I want some of that? We might as well go for it. Let's just go for it. Plain, 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 plain. I don't really like that one. Let me do it one of these. I cut that crooked, tore that crooked. Let's tear it straight. There we go. Don't like the envelopes. If this was painted a little bit more on the other side, I'd be more inclined. I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to go for it. What I can do is do a little bit of stamping. Get the stamps out. Really make an interesting book. I've got how much? 45 minutes? I only have 45 minutes to sew this thing together. You want a piece of newspaper in there? Kind of do. I like the different weight of it. Can't hurt. Okay. That's plain on the side, but I like the circles. Let's just put it in. Let's just put it in. Let me put a few more book pages in too. Got glue on my fingers. I didn't think about getting my washcloth out. Should we do this one? I'm thinking yes. Trying to get most of the picture. And one more book page. We'll do this one. Might be a little strange. A little too strange. Let's do the Chinese. Sorry, I am like trying to go like the wind to get this one done. And I'm not paying any attention. Have I missed anything? Maybe I should put some of that in. Do I want the plain paper? I could stamp it a little bit. Before I fold it, get a plastic out here just so that I can not worry about getting marks on circles on my gray mat. All right, we want circles. Oh, there's an ant. How fun is that? How fun is that? And I do want something on the other side too. Let's see. Something different though. Something different. Maybe triangles with a color. Got blue going on here. Let's just do some triangles. And I am feeling the need for fun foam. What color goes with blue? Dark blue? I don't know if that even works. Guess we'll find out. Yeah, it looks like it does. All right, so that is plenty of stuff on that one now. Plenty of stuff. All right. Get this over here. Why do I just not like any of these pages? Why do I not like these pages? Because they're white on the other side, and I don't want to spend time messing around with them. I don't think that that's enough pages. All right, let's do 3 signatures. See what we have. I need one more page of some sort. Just one more something. And I forget which one I needed that on. I think this one. All right. Put the signatures together. See what we got going on. See if we can get them right side up. You still with me? Am I still here? I haven't frozen yet, guys. Tell you that hasn't been happening. Been freezing every couple of minutes. Trying to get things done, and it's just been really frustrating. Right side up. I feel like I need something on there. Some kind of a stamp. A stamp. Still with me. Still with me. Face on that side. And a tree on the other. Here we go. There we go. And the last one. Here's another plain something. It needs some stuff on it. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to stamp some wings on it. There we go. Wings, wings, wings. Get it dried off so it doesn't smear. Can't tell if it's dry or not. I can't tell. We want something light so we can see the wings. Oops, numbers are upside down. Seems kind of boring. Feels like it needs a whole lot more inside there. I have a half an hour to think about this. What else can I put in there? I think it is too, it's not fat enough. It's not cool enough. I don't love it. Trying to get the glue off my hands and the ink off this so I can use it again without it being too distracting. So my options are making another cover, one that's not quite so thick, or using one of these. My page is too big for this. Not really, it's about the right size. If I got rid of that little flap. I don't know if I really love that. Hi, Malia. Hi, Curly. Lynn. Maybe some pockets. That is a good idea. With my other one, I didn't add pockets really, but I did add paper clips and little bits. And I do have a box of things over here. Pockets. Maybe some tip-ins. Maybe some pictures. Don't like this. Little bit sticking out right there. All right. Yeah, maybe something kind of like that. If I put paper clips in something this small, it's really it's too small for paper clips. I'm looking around here to see what else I have that I could add in here without too much trouble. Maybe just a couple more pages of something. Nope, that's plain on the other side. Maybe some stamping on that. Maybe some scrapbook paper. But it's plain. It's going to take me a minute to put stuff on there. Maybe one of these. I don't know if this can tear either. Nope. I just ripped it badly. Be careful. Alrighty. Maybe I should put a little bit of this in there. Just because it's thick. Really thick. And maybe stamp some pattern on that. And maybe a little bit of watercolor crayon. To give it some color. Some circles. And spritz with a little bit of water to blend. It's something. It's something. I've got 4 new pages. Five. And 6. I know I didn't want to do it sideways, but I'm a little desperate. All right. So let's add these pages. And I need something stamped on this. What have I not used yet? Let's see here. Ooh. That one. And oh, I know. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Put 2 pages on this one. And I wish I had my washi tape close by. All right. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. I am going to go ahead, sew this in. And what color should I use? I'm just going to use a beige. This great big huge awl. I really don't need to use this big huge awl, but I am going to do it anyway. And I am not going to measure it all. I am just going for it, guys. See how it works. Hopefully it'll be a little imperfect. I'm going for imperfect. I am going for something not perfect. Which is obviously going to mess me up. Okay. Need a hole there. And I need a hole about there. And let me clip those together. So the holes will stay in one place. Actually, let me put that one there and that one there. That was too big of a hole. I am just guesstimating. I wouldn't recommend doing this. I am crunching my time here. It may not work out because I have not measured it correctly. Just saying. Guesstimating doesn't always work. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. It takes special skill to make imperfect. You're silly. I've done this so many times, though, that it usually turns out. Like I said, I don't recommend this for everyone because it really does help to measure a little bit better than this. Okay, my scissors are not real sharp. There we go. Sorry. Stop talking. I stopped talking. It is nice that it hasn't frozen again. That takes up a lot of time to unfreeze everything. Restart the program and such. So usually I go about every 5 minutes it freezes. When you're trying to do a video, it really takes the fun out of it. Really a lot. I can sew it in my sleep. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Oops. It would be nice if I could do it in my sleep. I was kind of going for a book that wasn't quite this big, I think. Well, oh, it's got, I split the threads. There we go. Oh, the paper's moved. It doesn't want to go through. It's pretty crooked. It's pretty crooked, guys. It is very crooked. See it already. See it already. It is extremely crooked. All right. All right. So The thread I'm using is Dual Duty Button and Craft. This is what I sew bigger books with. It's pretty sturdy. It is thicker than like a quilting thread. It works real nice. And you can see that the signatures are not even. They're crooked, and the spine is crooked. And now I just need to fill in a few little bits and bobs from my box. You know what? I should have put a playing card in there. It would have been perfect size for a playing card. And this is my journaling card. Sorry, didn't mean to hit the camera. Hit the camera cord. These are my This is my journaling card box. I throw tags and pictures, and here is an envelope that's probably just about the right size. I could glue that in or use a paper clip. Of course, I don't have any paper clips handy. I am looking for smallish bits. This is the box for all of my journaling cards and such. Actually, it's not all of them. It is a few of them. So I had too many. I had a different. Ooh, here's another little tag. That would be cute if I had some paper clips. Here's a little tag. That would be cute in there. Another little kitty would be nice. Postage stamp. I'm looking for little pictures or little. That's kind of cool. I don't know where I got that. Some business cards, perfect size. Looking for little pictures that will go in. That was a playing card. I could have used that in there. Paint chips would have worked. Oh, here's a little picture. Piece of calendar, and that's pretty thick, so I can use a paper clip or something with that. Here is an ATC. I'm going to put it to the side and take a look at that. All this stuff is pretty large. Oh, a Valentine. I'm going to do that one. Some ATCs to be made. I don't see anything small. Bingo cards are too big. You know, the store-bought ephemera would be pretty cool in here. Here's a picture of Mona. That would work. I'm kind of saving that for something else. These are all too big. That is a card of some sort. Nice and small. We got one journal done today, guys. I was hoping to get a few. Here's another playing card. And I do need some paper clips. Some washi tape. Okay, is everything out of it now? I need some washi tape. I don't have any washi tape here. Give me one sec. One sec. Interesting junk. I save everything. We come right back. All right. So there's some little bits here. This little tag needs a fiber. And that is a tiny little fiber there. Like that. And it needs a page that's got a little bit of weight to it. Oh, there's a tip out. This needs something on there. It's too plain. So we'll put the cat right there. And playing card needs a plain area as well. Let's use one of these little mini clips. And something plain again. For that. I've got something on all these pages pretty much. Wow. That's what I get for not doing things plain on the outside or the other side, the opposite side. That in there. And oh, here's something that's kind of plain. So we'll put the puppy in there. Oh, here's a plain one. That little card there. That might be just too big. The paper clips will fatten it, all the pages up quite a bit. And then Put this in here somewhere. There. Oops, it might be too thin of a page. Yeah, so we've got some fibers sticking up just a little bit. We might need some more fibers. I might need to add a few more things to it. Not sure exactly what though. I don't have anything to put in the envelope. I don't like putting envelopes in unless it's got something. Then I guess we are at the place where we need to stop. So I guess that is it. A little junk journal that I really don't have to add things to, but I could. Uh-oh, I put that in upside down. Unless, yeah, I put it in upside down. Going too fast, I put that in upside down. Oh well. Oh well, things happen, right? So we've got some stamped images and some book text. I like the different types of paper. I think that's what attracts me to this kind of thing, is the different kinds of paper all together. It just adds interest to me. So I don't feel like I need to add a whole lot more. Here's a place that needs, that is way too plain. That's way too plain. Needs a stamp or something. Needs a little bit of color. Needs an image. There's another one. Right against the plain back of that one. I could stamp something. Oh, here's another plain page. Oh dear. So thanks everyone for spending time with me making a little junk journal. And I do hope to get the camera fixed fairly soon. I will be back to making videos. I want to do some recaps of some of these streams. I will do the Rolodex punch again, and so you guys can see that. I was going to put some washi tape in. That's what I was going to do. Washi tape. Some of these plain pages. That'll be interesting. Now thicken up the pages too. It will, it will. Some owls. Some owls. Where's the end? Don't you hate it when you can't find the end? There it is. And stars. That makes those pages not quite so plain. There we go. something to look at. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. And that's newspaper, so it's going to yellow and brown and get weird looking. Um, Thanks everyone for all your thumbs up. Thanks for spending some time with me. It was fun. It was fun. I needed a little fun. I had another paper clip. Um, and I had a little ticket. Don't know where it went now that I could use that paper clip with. Thank you all. And I will get back with the program soon, I promise. As soon as my computer stops making me crazy. I swear I put a little ticket in there. Didn't you see me do it? I swear I did. I swear I did. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. I will see you next Tuesday. I will be getting to the Facebook group soon. I've been spending so much time trying to get the camera fixed. I've not spent time in the Facebook group, but I will be seeing what you guys have been doing. Curly tea, how funny. Thank you all. Now I've got a little book that I have to carry around with me for the next week. Thank you so much, Christine. I will see you on Tuesday. And I was going to see a bunch of you on Saturday. It starts at 2 p.m. Eastern. The live streams shall 2 p.m. Eastern time. You guys are silly. You guys are silly. Thanks so much. See you Tuesday. I'll see a few of you on Saturday. Bye.